They run with the second-year man. It's Kenneth Walker. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Second down and 6 now.
Check 59, cover.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. First down Seattle on a pickup of 13.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Now a first down throw, it's Smith. Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 24 yards.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1, a lot more to go. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Up the middle, here's Walker. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Now this one, CD, an interesting one to start the season in the NFC West. A lot of people think that this is the 49ers division to lose, but you caution not so fast.
Remember Seattle in 2022? A playoff team, and the Rams, they took a dip, but renewed sense of purpose, renewed sense of optimism, and 14 picks used in the NFL draft. The Rams think they can.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Smith. He's got his big tight end, Fant. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Now Smith. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Rams are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10 at their own 23.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line.
Boye Mafe got to the line like a knife through butter. He buries him for a loss.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Stafford.
And he is caught. Still going inside the 20.
Touchdown, LA!
Cooper Kupp, 81 yards. And the Rams are on the board here first in the season opener. Well, Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
New York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And one of the things we like to hit on every year are the new rule changes. And we got a few for 2023. A lot of procedure. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
Picked off by Ahkello Witherspoon. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. After the interception, here's Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
They really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. 4th and goal from the 3. They snap it to Stafford. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll take us to the end of the first quarter.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Here we go.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
13 next.
Smith now to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Go. 53. Ready.
On first down at Stafford. This is caught. Touchdown.
Cooper Kupp.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Rams are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And that'll make the score 14-0.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Sunday.
And Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate. As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Ready.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
3rd and 2, Smith.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
A gain of 37.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Hey, 3 on left.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
61 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. And Walker once more.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Here's Smith. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon. interception returned for a Rams touchdown.
Wow, this one, it is getting out of hand early. They add a pick six to the ledger now. 3-score lead still in the first half.
And all that celebrating that you see and hear from those defenders is not just because they scored a touchdown on a pick six. It's because they're pitching a shutout in this one. Every defender's dream.
York now for the extra point.
And it is now 21-0.
Makes the score Rams 21, Seahawks nothing. Cade York to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
At their own 11-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Easy.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 34. And they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you have to learn to get on the same page with your quarterback, that's excellent coaching. And how about how he's picked things up?
Picking things up in a big way with a big play in his NFL debut. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And now here is another interception.
Picked off by Darian Kendrick. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll fake it. Now Stafford. And his throw is incomplete.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10.
Here's Stafford. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. Calling a gain of a yard, and it's 2nd down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
To the air again, Stafford. And it's caught. Touchdown, Rams. Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford.
And the Rams are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. The York on now for the extra point.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Rams 28, Seahawks nothing. Cade York to kick off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Hey, trio left.
And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half.
Hey, we go,
Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Smith, an incomplete pass on first down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Now Geno. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Smith. And my goodness, another interception. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Stafford. And it's complete. He's got him in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Puka Nacua. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Rams continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by York is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half.
Seahawks, nothing. Cade York to kick off.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
At their own 29-yard line.
Hey, we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. Geno now to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
The final shot here before break. Smith. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Here we go, hey. Middle. Sunday here, Sunday. 53.
A final shot before break. Smith. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that is exactly what you needed defensively. It's a long road back from here, but that's a good start to the second half as they force a punting situation and a 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now Geno on 1st down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Ernest Jones. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
At their own 47-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. And quickly, they get to the line.
Double right.
A gain of 10.
Stafford on third down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Now Stafford. Matthew Stafford does it again. 5 touchdown passes. And the Rams have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Well, CD, I mean, simply put, if anyone around the league wasn't paying attention to them to start the season, they will be heading into week 2. This has been an impressive week 1 performance.
They've certainly announced that they are ready to go, haven't they? They wanted to send a message out to the rest of the league. You better put your eyes on us. We may be someone you have to reckon with.
Extra point by York is up and good. And it is 42-0. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Or win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles. But I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Smith. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
That's good for the Seahawks. First down.
From the 50, it's Smith. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll send a receiver in motion left. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. No chance to get away there for Smith as he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon.
taken at about the 16. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other. Well, they have that one snipped out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you've got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
He was looking for Cooper Kupp there, and it's 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Again, it's Stafford. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
And if anyone thinks they're just going to tuck their horns in and pull back off the throttle a little bit, you can forget it. Even with this big 3rd quarter lead, I think this team's going to continue to take their shots downfield, and there's another completion.
Pass complete there to Nacua.
And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 on the Seahawks.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend.
Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
Touchdown, Rams! Tyler Higbee. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Rams are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by York is up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Out quickly here to Smith and Jigba.
So they'll get nothing out of that play, and this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
Well, that's something you haven't had to talk about much this game. A nice big play right there. But this team, overall, they haven't done a whole lot offensively.
Well, they're still sitting on the goose egg. We talk about defenses having pride in a shutout. This offense wants to get rid of that 0.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. A beautiful fake. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 82 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Back to Walker on 1st down. What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
A quick throw out to Lockett. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
2nd and 5 from the 8. Straight ahead, Walker. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
They'll try for the first with Walker. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They snap it to Smith. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Ahkello Witherspoon. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
Extra point by York is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
York to kick off.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Hey, we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It's been a tough go for them. It's still without any points here in the fourth quarter and a big deficit, Charles. But they moved the football on some drives. They just haven't had any points.
Yeah, and I know in their minds they're thinking the game plan has actually been working. We just haven't scored points. Well, isn't that the bottom line, partner? To put points on the board? So if you're moving it and you're not scoring, is it really working? Right now, they've got nothing left to lose. They might as well go for broke.
Smith's throw into the hands of Lockett. And he's got a first down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning.
That's good. For another Seahawks. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
There we go, Sonoma. Check 58. There we go, Sonoma.
Now a run with Walker. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Hey, alert, alert, alert.
On second down, here's Smith. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. On the handoff, this is Walker. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on 1st.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Boy, not deterred from those first 2 failed attempts. They're going to go a 3rd time here on 4th down.
13X.
Here we go on 4th. Smith. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down, it would appear. And yes, the chain gang going to move the sticks. They take a risk on 4th and 4, but they get it by a full yard. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Smith, an incomplete pass on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Geno. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Sunday.
Here's Smith. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Here we go.
This has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. And now Smith going to change the play. Smith looking to throw on 2nd down. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal.
Hey, trio left.
Off of play action, here's Smith. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now Geno. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Okay, so roughing the passer, and I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week 1 as your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is a unit that's depending on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
Now Smith. And that is caught. They're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but
pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
Well, this opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but yeah, that touchdown, maybe a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there. Maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the hands team for the Rams able to secure the football. Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game.